Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to beat Logbait with this classic Lavaloon deck right here because many of you want to know how to beat Logbait, and also Logbait's super tough, it's annoying, and it's going to be really good for your mid-ladder experience if you can learn how to beat those Logbait players. So let's get into it. Also, Med, thanks for the follow. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, especially them ladies, I love you. Anyways, Princess of the Bridge first play is like the most sumo skilled play you can do, and so we wrap it up with a Mega Minion. The thing is, you've got to save Skeleton Dragons in this matchup. Skeleton Dragons are going to be so clutch for you in this game, so you got to be careful. And so if you can, you want to avoid going Skeleton Dragons. The best card for wrapping it up will be the Mega Minion. If you don't have the Mega Minion, you do use the Skeleton Dragons, but make sure you're not going in with a Lava Push, because then you won't be able to do it. Anyways, as you can see here, the very good play here would have been to Valkyrie on top of that. But sadly, we didn't have the Valkyrie, and so instead we were forced to go Tombstone, Skelly Drags. And the reason I want Tombstone and Skelly Drags is because I want to make sure that I get fully defend his stuff. Defense is going to be the most important part of this matchup. But as you can see, we're winning right now because the chip is there, dude. The chip is there. We see a Tesla, and Teslas instead of Infernos are a godsend. So you really want to see Teslas more often. As you can see, though, we do zap over there to try and eliminate some damage. And here we are able to do a little chipping. We don't get too much damage, sadly, because he did use a gang. I hate the gang. I hate the gang because of the Spear Goblins, dude. If I would rather face guards, honestly, just because the Spear Goblins target air. But as you can see here, we are winning, and we still could choose to go either lane, so it's a big plus. And as you can see, we go Tombstone behind our weaker tower, which is the play here. And that's a scary play if you don't have Valkyrie, because he could go opposite lane. So only do that on your weaker tower if you're sure that you can defend the play where he goes with the Valkyrie guards, because you could just drop a Valk on it. And so here, as you can see, I went with a high lava instead of like trying to build up a lava push, because I knew he had Tesla, so there was no way he could like kill my lava super fast. And as you can see, against Tesla, a good strategy is going to be to go for lots of chip. Where you see Infernos, it's going to be a little different. But with lava, you can see, with Tesla, you can see that we get lots of chip compared to Inferno, where we have to play like really aggressive and go with like Loon's opposite lane. And as you can see, I did go with the Loon opposite lane, because what happens there is he's forced to spend 6 whole ass elixir on my other lane, and so he can't defend like the Mega Minion, and something else was over there. I think it was just Lava Skeleton Dragons. I don't actually remember what was on the other side, but he was forced to spend his elixir on the freaking rocket, which is huge, like actually huge, like the princess's ass. I could really use it right now. But as you can see, we get ready with another Tombstone behind the tower, and we go with the Fireball there because I wanted to get that Valkyrie out of here. It would have been better maybe if we hit the princess, but the goal was to take out the Valkyrie, because now really what's going on here is he's just delaying the inevitable. We're going to get the Skeleton Dragons down. He's going to try and rocket the balloon. He's going to rocket it, but he's not going to hit the Skeleton Dragons. He's at negative elixir right now. We just go with the Fireball on the princess, and that's just GG's, boys. Try this intro. Hey guys, what's up? Today I'm going to juggle a pair of tits and beat me with my feet. If only I actually had tits to do that with. That would be so cool. Snipe Souls COD, thanks for the follow. Alright, now I'm going to give you another matchup here, which is actually, I think, worse than the previous one. It's going to be this really weird Logbait deck. That's not weird necessarily. I don't mean weird as in uncommon. I mean weird as in it's just weird. It's like a mixture of Prince Bait and whatnot. It's really popular this meta, with the Rascals being pretty good, the cart being pretty good. This strategy varies a little bit because you don't go with like Tombstones behind the tower as much, since he does have the cart. And so after this super aggressive push here, this was actually really annoying. We took a lot of damage, and I went with the Mega Minion because I didn't want to take extra damage from the cannon cart. You filming? Yes, we're filming for the YouTube, because we need to. The Twitch buddy's been getting a lot of I don't know what the word is for it. They've been getting a lot of love lately, and we gotta be sympathetic to the YouTube guys who had to deal with the massive VOD I posted yesterday. As you can see here, we play enough defense so that we're still up in elixir, but that we don't lose our tower. And so here I do go with the lava. In hindsight, I don't know what would have been a better play. I think a lava here is just fine because that Dark Prince is going to, you know, he's either going to get a hit or we're going to overspend. And I'd rather him get a hit than overspend. So here what's going to go on is we try and do some baiting. We're trying to bait the bait player with, you know, getting the rocket out, and then we'll go with the skelly drags. Sadly, it doesn't really work because I knew he had the freaking snowball, so he was just going to princess snowball, and then skelly drags weren't going to really do anything. But there, as you could see, we got some damage, which is actually really good. 1200 damage is actually pretty big in this matchup. And so I know I'm going with the tombstone behind there is because it kind of stops a bandit, and really anything he puts there in that lane is going to get stopped by that, unless he goes with the huge push. And if he went with the huge push, I was ready to go with the Valkyrie, so it's fine. And here we're going to go with the lava in the middle because I'm thinking, what if we can save our fireball for the rascal girls, and then we can just I was gonna say something, but I want to kind of, before I go into that, I'm gonna explain about this defense. So I was thinking I could save the fireball for the rascal girls, and then we could loon all the way to the left. And sadly, we didn't get to do that because he went all in. I mean, like, he literally spent every bit of his elixir. And we fireballed here to get rid of the rascal girls because that means the mega minion's going to sit back there and deal damage to things, and it dealt damage to the wrong things, so it was actually really annoying there. But the goal here was that we got an offensive push down. We were able to take this tower because he did use the rascal girls on offense here. Snowball doesn't kill that, so we were fine there. And we were able to just use the zap and the death bomb here to kill the rascal girls. And the Valkyrie plus the mega minion are going to stop that because he didn't really have anything to do there. And what's going to happen here is he's going to go goblin barrel. And I was actually kind of sad there because I thought we were going to end the game there with maybe a tombstone prediction at the bridge, but sadly to no avail. What's going on here is that he's in rocket range almost, so we're going to have to be very careful and make sure we take no damage. Now, I went with the Valkyrie because I was thinking we could kind of maybe start up another push, and also what the Valkyrie there does is prevent him from going cannon cart in the pocket. And so here, as you can see, we had to go with the tombstone just to make sure that cannon cart didn't lock on his tower. And now he's at very little elixir because he had to play to stop that Valkyrie. And so here, he goes with the princess instead of saving for a rocket. And there he just loses the game, which is actually crazy because we were able to use that Valkyrie early on to say, oh, that Valkyrie's going to get value later on in the game, like 10-15 seconds after, and he had to spend on it, and then we just went loon in the pocket, we won. And so that matchup is very tough, but it is winnable. But you gotta play like bend don't break defense, and you've got to make sure that you're not sacking towers completely, but you're making sure that you have enough elixir for a whole offensive push against, you know, Rascal's Princess, which is really tough to beat. So if you have any more questions about Logbait, let me know in the comments, let me know in the Discord, follow my Twitter, follow my TikTok, follow my YouTube, follow my whatever. We're live on Twitch on weekends, so check that out. Also, at 2,000 subscribers, we are leaking Tony's feet, so make sure that you help us hit 2,000.